All right, hello students. Today we're moving on with lesson 3, real positive and negative numbers and 0. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what's going on today. You will have a picture down here. My picture is actually on the next slide. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the information. I'm going to discuss it. The picture below shows 3 different people participating in activity at 3 different elevations. All right, so keyword here, 3 different elevations. It says, with a partner, discuss what you see. Well, we're just going to kind of talk about this together. What do you think the word elevation means in this situation? So let's go ahead and look at the picture and kind of talk about what's going on. Well, first up here, if we look at the top, going from kind of left to right, we have this mountain climber. He says, I'm hiking, so I'm above sea level. So this guy is up high above sea level. We have a sailboat here. It says, I'm sailing, so I am at sea level. And we have another person, we have a scuba diver, says, I'm scuba diving, so I am below sea level. So what they kind of want you to think about is, what does it mean to be at sea level, like the boat? What does it mean to be above sea level, like the hiker? And what does it mean to be below sea level, like the scuba diver? As opposed to or kind of discussing our integers, our positive and negative numbers. So down here it says refer back to example 1. So refer back kind of to this picture. Use the following information to answer the questions. So we're going to kind of use this information to answer the questions on the next page. So here we go. So it says the scuba diver is 30 feet below sea level. So it says on the other page, it goes write an integer for each situation. If you kind of flip back to the next page, it says write an integer for to represent each situation. So we're actually going to do that right here. So we're going to kind of do question 1 right next to this, because I don't know why they separated it. I think it's good to see what the integer looks like. So if we say that the scuba diver is 30 feet below sea level, well, that would mean that would be a negative 30. He's below sea level, so that would be a negative 30. Since everything, if we look at the next one, the sailboat here, actually let's go ahead and put a negative 30 right next to the scuba diver. I'm just going to write it right here, negative 30, to kind of just show the visual representation, kind of what we're talking about. It says the sail is at sea level. Well, since everything is referring to sea level, the hiker is above sea level, the sailboat's at sea level, and the scuba diver is below sea level, the sea level has to represent 0. That's kind of the reference point, what everything is kind of referring to. So the sailboat here is at sea level, or at a 0 integer. Remember, 0 is neither positive nor negative. It's kind of the separation point. I'm going to go and just write that a little bit better. It separates the kind of above sea level, like the hiker, and below sea level, like the scuba diver. So it's the 0. And the last one, we have the hiker is 2 miles or 10,560 feet above sea level. Above sea level means it's going to be a positive number. Remember, we don't have to have the plus sign. And since the other one, or since the scuba diver, this is 30 or negative 30, and we actually should probably put this here. I was talking about feet. We have to refer to the hiker in the same manner. We can't put the hiker as 2, because that wouldn't make sense. If this is 30 feet, he's not 2 feet above, he's 2 miles, which in this case is why they give us this, the 10,560 feet. So we have to make sure we're talking about the same units. We can't change it for 1. We couldn't say that this hiker was 2 miles or 2 integers as an integer. He's 10,560 feet. And of course, this is a positive direction, because once again, we talked about the scuba diver in the same units. We can't change them. All right, so there we go. Like I said, we did the first kind of problem here on the other page. So we have that taken care of. If you want to copy it over, that's fine. Otherwise, just go ahead and move on to number 2. So go ahead and stop the video and do problem number 2 on the next video.